following route plan settings can be adjusted with the numerical fields, radio buttons, create a new route. Click on Route and select between the Table Editor or Graphic Editor from Route Planning. To create a route, click on New in the Route Planning bar. Insert a waypoint in graphic mode. Start a new route. Move the cursor to the chart area, and click to place the first waypoints. To end the operation, right-click, and select End. Or place the last waypoint with a double-click. To move a waypoint, click on Insert, or Move Waypoint. Select the waypoint you want to move, and click on the new waypoint position in the chart area to confirm. To add a waypoint in a leg, click on Insert, or Move Waypoint, and select the preferred route leg. Confirm by clicking at the desired position. Insert a waypoint by using EBL and VRM. A waypoint can be inserted with a bearing and distance to a specific reference point. Click on Edit and select Use EBL and VRM. Choose an object to measure the distance and bearing to, and click to set the waypoint. Note: to deactivate the EBL and VRM mode, click on Edit, and deselect Use EBL and VRM, or choose another mode. Insert a waypoint by using the Assistant Circle. This mode ensures that a position on the chart, such as a wreck or an oil rig, is cleared at a specific distance. To activate the Assistant Circle mode, click on Edit and select Use Assistant Circle. Select an object or a position to set the center, and define the clearing distance. This distance is presented as a circle, from which a tangent is drawn to the last waypoint. The intersection of circle and tangent represents the projected waypoint. Choose one side the waypoint shall be, and click to add the waypoint. Edit, or insert a waypoint, in table editing mode. A route can be created and edited with the table editor. Open the table editor and select a route. Click on the respective entry for latitude in the waypoint table, and enter the value. Confirm by clicking on Enter, which switches the selection to longitude. Enter the value and confirm. To add any subsequent waypoint, click on the consecutive waypoint number of the new waypoint. This opens the numeric pad for entering latitude and longitude. Waypoint table parameters. The waypoint table provides information of all route parameters. For example, coordinates, course and distance of the leg, sailing mode, cross-track distance to port and starboard, arrival and turn radius, etc. Changing parameters. To change a parameter, click on the field in the route table, and enter the new value. By default, the sailing mode is set to rump line. Click on the value in the sail column of the waypoint, where the leg is leading to. To set the sailing mode, select either rump line, or great circle. To set all parameters of a waypoint to their default values, right-click on the respective waypoint number, and select Default. Note: it is possible to set values which exceed the defined ship parameters. In these cases, a geometric error is triggered during a route check. Adjusting the cross-track limit. The cross-track limit can be adjusted in both starboard or port side, and in text or graphic mode. To adjust these values in graphic mode, click on Property, and select the respective leg. These values can be changed in the Edit Leg dialog box. Will over line, and arrival circle. Will over line is only shown on routes which are created as Track Control System routes, TCS. The wheel over line position depends on the planned speed and rate of turn in the route parameters. Arrival circle is shown in routes which are saved as normal type. This arrival circle depends only on the arrival radius from the route parameters. Save a route. To save a route, click on Save in the route planning bar. Enter the desired name and a comment in the respective input fields. Confirm by clicking OK. Load a route. To load a route, click Open in the route planning bar. Select the route to be loaded from the list, and confirm by clicking OK. Move a waypoint. To move a waypoint graphically, choose Insert, or Move Waypoint. Select the waypoint, and move it. Alternatively, right-click on the respective one, and select Insert or Move Waypoint. To move a waypoint using the text mode, click on a specific one in the list, and change its coordinates. Insert a waypoint. To insert a waypoint, choose Insert, or Move Waypoint, and select the preferred leg. Move the cursor to the desired position on the chart. Divide a leg. In text mode, it is possible to divide a leg into equal parts, by automatically inserting waypoints along the leg, according to the chosen interval. To divide a leg, choose the waypoint of the respective leg, and select Divide. Choose the longitude or length, and enter the desired interval in the respective text boxes. Click OK to confirm. Delete a waypoint. To erase a waypoint graphically, right-click. Select Delete Waypoint, and click on the desired one. To delete a waypoint using the text mode, select it by Reverse a route. To reverse the waypoint sequence of a route, first load the route. Click on Edit, and select Sort Reversely. Delete a route. To delete a route, click on Main, and select File Manager. Choose Route File as type, the respective drive, and select the route file. Click on Delete, and confirm. Copy and paste a route. To copy a route, click on Main, and select File Manager. Choose Route File as type, the respective drive, and select the route file. Select the destination drive. Click on Copy. Export a route. Open the route to be exported. Select File, and then Export. Choose the destination, such as a USB flash drive, and specify a file name in the respective text box. Select the file type to specify the format of the exported route file. Click OK to confirm. Import a route. To import a route, select File, and then Import Normal. Select the source, such as a USB flash drive. All available files, which match the chosen file type, are displayed in the list. Select the desired route file, and click OK to confirm. Note: for route files from other systems, choose Track Control System, or 2G Track Control System. Safety check while editing. To enable the safety check while editing, or creating a route, open Route, Setting, and enable check safety and editing. The legs are checked as soon as the waypoints are created. Safety check. Click on Safety Check, and select one leg, or check all route legs at once. Choose Select Leg, and confirm with OK. Once a specific leg is selected, the Safe Check result window opens, displaying the errors of the leg. With all leg, the errors for all legs will be displayed. Detailed Route Error Check. Select an error in the Safe Check result window, and click the Jump button, to go directly to the specific leg in the chart area. After the safety check, adjust the route to avoid the error. To disregard an error, click on the respective button. A wrong disregarded error can be reset by clicking on Reset. In the table editor, all waypoints with following errors in their legs are highlighted red, until the errors are disregarded, or there are no errors in the leg. Safety Check Parameters. The Safety Check assesses the corridor, which is formed between the cross-track limit port and starboard, along the legs of the route for chart dangers. The results depend on the following parameters. The set cross-track limit values port and starboard. Safety settings, such as safety contour set by the user. Special condition areas, which are activated by the user to trigger an alert. Navigational hazards along the safety corridor. To select the type of special condition areas, which shall be considered during a route check, choose Main, Setting, and select the Alert setting. Select the checkboxes, which correspond to the specific area, as required. Activate route. Route monitoring becomes active when one of the saved routes in the database is loaded. For ease of operational use, this is done directly from the display panel, by clicking the route drop-down list arrow, and selecting the required route. The activated route is displayed in red color on the chart, and the next waypoint is marked with 2 blue circles. Note: the route can be loaded, even if it has not passed the route check. Create an alternate route. It is possible to create an alternate route, while the loaded route is monitored. Choose Create Alternate Route. Now, you can edit the loaded route in graphic mode. After editing, this route has to be checked with Safety Check. Deactivate route. To unload the route, click the route drop-down list arrow in the display screen, and select Unload. The route is removed from the chart screen. Display of active route data, and alerts. Display settings. Access the route, and select Settings. The following options can be set to customize the route information displayed. Date and time for monitoring can be used to define the arrival time display format, to Coordinated Universal Time, or Local Mean Time. The Display ETA checkbox can be used to activate the display of ETAs. Display Cross-Track Limit Line checkbox is used to activate the display of the cross-track limit corridor, depending on the selected navigation marking system, like YALA A or YALA B. To display the cross-track limit corridor for Region B, select YALA B from Cross-Track Limit Line Color. The color of the cross-track lines is displayed accordingly. Waypoint information. The waypoint information in the display panel provides the following options. Route displays the name of the monitored route. To waypoint is used to specify the next waypoint to head to, by selecting it from the waypoint drop-down list. To reactivate the automatic selection of the next waypoint the vessel is proceeding to, select Auto Select. Distance shows the distance to the next waypoint. Bearing gives the bearing from the ship's position to the next waypoint. Additional route information. Additional route information can be gathered through the following tabs in the display panel. CALC calculates the distance and time to go along the route from the ship to the selected waypoint. Drift shows set and drift. Route shows final ETA and total distance. WPT position of current and next waypoint. Pair compares plan heading, speed, and arrival radius against actual values. Distance calculation. While monitoring a route, choose Distance Measurement from the Route menu. The From panel is used to define the calculation start point. The available options are: to start from a waypoint, which can be selected from the appropriate drop-down list. To calculate from a picked point on the route, by clicking on a position on the route track. To use own ship position as a starting point. Define the WPT to be passed through. The to panel is used to define the calculation endpoint. The available options are waypoint, with selecting a waypoint number. Picked point on the route. The calculated distance is displayed in nautical miles. Route monitoring alerts. Based on the customized settings, the ECDIS generates the following route monitoring alerts. Alarms. Cross-track. The owned ship exceeds the set route cross-track limit. Actual course change. Before owned ship is passing the will-over line. This is only triggered with track control system routes. End of track. Owned ship is approaching the last waypoint. Warnings. Course difference. The limit between owned ship's heading and leg bearing has been exceeded. Arrived at waypoint. The owned ship has reached the arrival circle. This is triggered only with route saved as normal. This top. Display settings. To set the display settings, access the owned ship or track menu and select setting. Select symbol, outline, or outline extend scale limit to change the ship symbol on the chart area. Owned ship symbols. Symbol. The circular symbol will always be displayed, regardless of the displayed range. This is also a fallback mode, if the owned ship's heading is not available. Outline. The owned vessel's outline appears on smaller scale charts. Outline extend scale limit. The owned vessel's outline is displayed on large-scale charts. Heading and course vector settings. Display heading and beam line can be activated with the respective checkbox. The following velocity vector features can be selected. Display ground, referenced velocity, is based on speed and course over ground. Display water, referenced velocity, is based on speed through water and heading. Display vector time mark, displays additional time marks on both vectors. To define the length of both vectors and time marks, enter the desired values in minutes. Pass track settings. The pass track can be displayed via the Display Pass Track checkbox. Color and track period can be defined by selecting from the respective drop.